Everyone in Boston knew the story about Roosevelt High School. 30 years earlier, a fire had broken out during a winter storm. Most students escaped, but one classroom on the 3rd floor never opened. The door had been locked from the inside. When firefighters finally broke it down, the room was empty. No bodies, no footprints, nothing. After that night, the entire 3rd floor was permanently closed. At least, that's what people said. 18-year-old Tyler didn't believe ghost stories. So, when his friends dared him to spend one night inside the abandoned school, he accepted immediately. "Bro, you won't even last an hour," his friend Marcus laughed. Tyler smirked. "Watch me." At 11:47 p.m., he climbed through a broken side window, carrying only a flashlight and his phone. The school smelled old and wet, like mold and burned wood. Every hallway was silent except for the occasional creaking sound from somewhere above him. Tyler started recording for social media. "All right, guys," he whispered into the camera. "I'm inside Roosevelt High, the most haunted school in Boston." He laughed nervously. Then suddenly, a loud bell rang through the building. Tyler froze. The school bell system shouldn't have worked. The electricity had been disconnected years ago. Another bell echoed. Then came footsteps upstairs, slow, heavy, dragging across the floor. Tyler swallowed hard. Okay, not funny anymore. No answer. The footsteps stopped directly above him. Then, a child's voice whispered, "Come to class." Tyler's blood turned cold. He turned his flashlight toward the staircase leading to the 3rd floor. At the top stood a small figure wearing an old-fashioned school uniform. The child slowly turned the corner and disappeared. Tyler should have left right then, but curiosity pulled him upstairs. Each step creaked loudly beneath his feet. The 3rd floor hallway was darker than the rest of the building, almost unnaturally dark. Old lockers lined the walls, covered in ash and burn marks. At the end of the hallway stood one door. Room 314. The locked classroom. Tyler noticed something strange immediately. The door looked brand new, cleaner than everything else around it. And from inside, he could hear students talking softly. His hands trembled as he reached for the handle. Locked. Then, suddenly, click. The door slowly opened by itself. Inside sat an entire classroom of students, perfectly still, all wearing burned uniforms, their heads lowered toward their desks. The room smelled like smoke. Tyler backed away slowly. "Hell no." One of the students suddenly lifted its head. Its skin was blackened and cracked from fire. Its eyes were completely white. Then another student looked up. Then another. Until every single face in the classroom stared directly at him. At the front of the room stood a teacher with half her face melted away. She smiled. "Tyler," she said softly. His stomach dropped. He never told anyone his name. The teacher pointed toward an empty desk in the middle of the room. "Your seat is waiting." The classroom door slammed shut behind him. Tyler screamed and threw himself against it, but it wouldn't move. The students began whispering together. "Stay. Stay. Stay." The lights above flickered violently. Then Tyler noticed something horrifying scratched into the blackboard. "No one leaves class alive." The burned students slowly stood up from their desks. Chairs scraped across the floor at the same time. One by one. They began walking toward him. Tyler smashed a chair through the window and jumped out just before the students reached him. He crashed hard onto the ground outside and and blacked out. The next morning, police found Tyler unconscious behind the school. His phone was still recording, but when detectives watched the video, there were no students, no teacher, no voices. Only Tyler standing alone in an empty classroom, screaming at nothing, until suddenly 30 burned handprints appeared on the walls around him.